Chapter 5.4 Multiply Radical Expressions. Let's look first at variables. When we multiplied variables, we multiplied the coefficients and then we multiplied the variables. They didn't have to be the same, not in multiplication. So we have 6x to the fifth because we added the exponents. Now when we have radicals, we can do exactly the same. We're going to multiply what's outside the radical symbol and then what's inside. So let's take an example. We have the square root of 2 times the square root of 8. 1 times 1 is outside, and 2 times 8 is inside, 16. So we have the square root of 16 simplified to be 4. Next one. We multiply what's outside and multiply inside. So we have here 2 times 3 is 6, and x times 2x is 2x squared. That's what's outside and what's inside. Now take a look over here, 2x squared. We have x squared. Square root of x squared is x. So we can take out an x. And we're going to have the 2 left in here. So we're going to actually have 6x square root of 2 as your answer. Going on to another one. 5 times 2 is 10. Square root of x times 3x is 3x squared. And notice the square root of x squared, 2 into 2 is 1, that comes out. We're going to have 10x square root of 3. This x came out here to multiply the 10. Remember, when you take something out, it multiplies. This one, we're going to do the distributive property. Just to let you know, as a reminder, that x times 2 is really 2x. So if you're multiplying the radical 7, square root of 7 times 2, it's really 2 goes in the front, square root of 7. Because remember, we're trying to associate the variable with the radical. This would be the coefficient. So here we go. We're going to do square root of 7 times 2, and we're going to do square root of 7 times square root of 3. So this multiplies to be 2 square root of 7. This multiplies to be 1 times 1 outside. Inside is 7 times 3 is 21. And that cannot be simplified. Going on. You can do this with FOIL, or you can do with this multiplication with distributive property. We're going to do FOIL. We're going to take the first term in each parentheses. So, square root of 3 times square root of 6 is square root of 18. And that simplifies to be 9 times 2. The 9 comes out as a 3. So the answer there for the first term is 3 square root of 2. The outer, square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9, which is 3. The inner would be square root of 5 times square root of 6, would be square root of 30. And the last would be the square root of 5 times the square root of 3, which would be square root of 15. So let's see what we have. We have the square root of 3 times the square root of 2, plus 3, plus square root of 30, plus square root of 15. None of these have the same radicand. So right away, they are unlike terms, and that is your answer. And this is the end of the video.